Hello.
That time of the week again.
No, it's not, is it?
It is.
All your fans are waiting for you. So what have we been up to? Well, that wasn't this week. She's telling stories. She is. It's all a prefix. This week we've done... it was a walk this week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was under, it was an over, it was a viewing. Yes. Conisbrough Castle.
And the viaduct at Conisbrough.
And the viaduct, the old railway viaduct, which the River Don goes under. And then we moored up, and then we walked back to...
From Spotborough to Mexborough.
Yeah. Enjoy the viewing anyway. It's going to be an interesting one.
It's our last video of things we've done along that section of the canal between Sheffield and Doncaster.
Oh no. We're moving on.
Before we move further afield and start different adventures.
Yes. Different adventures. Silly people.
Please don't forget, if you haven't already, like and subscribe below. Help us grow the channel, and we hope you find this interesting.
Enjoy. See you at the other end.
This stunning warehouse just before you get to Mexborough Top Lock after leaving Gorilla Bar used to be Don Roller Mill in the 1800s. Then in 1912 became Barnsley British Cooperative Society Central Distribution because it's got the wharf and they used to bring grain in on the boats for the milling. Then later on in the 1970s, I believe, it became Coltrane Products, which provided high quality metal products and design and manufacturing. This is the canal just after Mexborough Top Lock going towards the bottom lock. It's absolutely stunning with the willow trees just all coming out with their nice fresh bright green colours on. There's Mexborough Bottom Lock. Here's the landing station, and then this is the entrance to the path that goes up to Conisbrough, to the castle and to the viaduct. Not far through, just a few metres through there is a fork, and you want to take the right hand fork. This is part of the Trans-Pennine Trail, and there are these blue marker boards along the way so that you can see which way you need to go. And here we are at Conisbrough Castle. It was built as part of a series of 8 castles, the closest one being at Peel Hill in Thorn, and the furthest one is Mortimer in Normandy. I'll insert a picture here of the maps so you can see where they all are. Conisbrough is an ancient settlement which dates back to Anglo-Saxon times, and in the 8th to 10th centuries, the Vikings ruled from a fort where the castle now stands. The de Warenne family were one of the richest and best connected in medieval England, and they had this castle built. It's built with approximately 12,000 tons of stone and took 5 years to build. The walls are up to 4.5 metres thick, and the main chambers in this remaining tower that's left are only actually 7.5 metres across internally. This would originally have been the kitchen and the main hall area, which were the heart of the castle. This is the chapel inside the tower that's left, with its intricate stonework. It was a private space for the Lord and Lady of the castle and their closest servants to pray and listen to Mass. There are some stunning stonework fireplaces in this tower as well. There's 2 of them here that I've managed to get pictures of. And then this well provided the fresh water in the centre of the tower. Coming up onto the top of the tower, the views are amazing. You can see for 20 miles on a clear day. In the Middle Ages, the turrets were viewing platforms, obviously, which contained bread ovens and rainwater cisterns to supply the castle with. And in the 12th century, up here, you would have been able to see a deer park, which provided the Lord's table with food. And there was also rabbit warrens and fish ponds that were used to provide food for the Lord's table as well. Maud Clifford was one of the ladies of the castle in the 1500s, but unfortunately after her death it was owned by a series of aristocratic families, but they didn't live in it or keep it up together, and it started to fall into disrepair. In the distance you can see the viaduct. William Scott travelled over this many years ago on a steam train and saw Conisbrough Castle, and apparently it was this area that gave him the inspiration for writing of Ivanhoe. This is the view of the viaduct as we were travelling along the River Don on the boat, and went under it before we moored up at Sprotborough, and then walked back so that we could walk over it and see the views from the top. The viaduct's 35 metres high, and it is apparently made of 15 million bricks. Paul also counted the arches when we were there, and it's made up of 19 arches. So there's the River Don. Went under the viaduct on the boat earlier, as you saw in the video. We're now on the footpath, walking back to collect the van, but we're going to go via the top of the viaduct because the views from up there should be good. Won't be maybe as good as they could be today because it's a bit dreary, but it'll still be a nice view. Here we are on top of the viaduct. You can see the Conisbrough water tower there, which we could see the viaduct and the water tower from Conisbrough Castle a few days ago. I'm not going to be tall enough to see over the top of this, so I'll stand on one of these plinths and I'll have a look and see if I can see over. Disadvantages of being short. Oh yeah, I can see over. So here we go, this is from the top of the viaduct. We'll get a bit further along and see the river, which is where we went under this morning. That's where we went under on the boat this morning, and we've come up to the top. Quite spectacular views, perfectly ploughed fields just there next to it, and then over to the other side you can see Conisbrough Castle in the distance, so I zoom it in. There you go, it's very well on Sunday, and then there's the river down underneath. Zoom it back out, you can see how high up we are. And it is a bit of a miserable day, but it's still nice enough to be able to get out and do things like this. Wow.
Beautiful sunshine.
We
What
sat
can you say?
outside.
Yeah.
What a treat. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found some of it interesting. It really is worth the trip to Conisbrough Castle, isn't it?
Very much so. And the viaduct.
It's just so historical with the amount of time there's been settlements there as well. It's quite mind-blowing in a way.
Yeah, both worth a visit. You've got to do it. Come and see it. Be part of it. Yeah. Learn quite a bit while we were there, didn't we? And then the views from the top of the viaduct, just amazing. Yeah, so go under it, be in it, be on top of it, be over it. Yeah, and you'll have to experience it for yourself.
Yeah. So like we said at the beginning, that's the last of our videos from that particular area of canal.
Yes, glorious sunshine. Come and join us on another adventure.
We're now on new waters.
Yeah, with a bit of a scary bit in the middle.
Yeah.
Hey.
So next week will be the start of the new waters, the new adventures. And yes, like we say, the scary bit that we had last week.
Yeah.
Have a good week.
And you.
Please don't forget, like and subscribe, help us grow the channel. That's
the one. Push it, ring it, here it come.
We'll see you next time.
See
Bye.
you later. Bye.